Africa 2.0 is coming to the Hunter Call of the Wild. Not today, not tomorrow, but make no mistake, it is coming. And right now we don't have a release date yet, we don't have a trailer, we don't have any official announcement. But if you've been following the Hunter Call of the Wild long enough, you know exactly how this works. And today I want to do three things. Firstly, I want to explain why Africa 2.0 is basically guaranteed. Secondly, I want to design my own dream version of the map, my own concept. And then lastly, I want to show you what Africa should be here in this modern Call of the Wild meta. So without further ado, by the way, firstly, hello everybody, this is your Hunter Fallow here. How's it going? Welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. And then, yeah, let's just get straight into it and let's talk Africa 2.0. Let's be honest here, Vahanga Savannah was ambitious, beautiful, but it was still a very early Call of the Wild design. And that is exactly the problem, because Africa released before modern herd mechanics, dynamic population systems, predator behavior, realistic bird systems, complex terrain generation, all of that. Compared to other maps like, for example, Tornashean, Sunder Patan, Emerald Coast and stuff like that, Africa feels limited. And here's the key thing. Africa is the most requested biome update in Call of the Wild history. So every time a new map releases, the comments say the same thing. Africa deserves a rework. Imagine Africa with modern mechanics, Africa 2.0, when is it coming? And Expansive Worlds knows this. They don't revisit maps often, but when they do, it is because the tech finally caught up on the vision. Africa 2.0 isn't an if, it's a when. The only question is, would this Vahanga Savannah map be completely reworked, or will we get a completely different map? I hope it's gonna be the second thing, because I would like to still have Vahanga around, but then just have a completely different Africa 2.0 map. I think that's gonna be the best idea. But yeah. Let's just head straight to the core idea of Africa 2.0, and I'm just gonna be talking about what I would like in Africa 2.0 and what I would like to see coming. Alright, so I think this is pretty clear. Africa 2.0, it shouldn't just be bigger, prettier, or just have more animals. It should actually feel alive, unpredictable, and just dangerous. And my concept is simple. Africa 2.0 is a multi-biome survival hunting experience where every decision matters. So, it's something that Call of the Wild hasn't done yet, and I think that will make such a cool idea that it isn't only about the hunting, but it's also about like surviving and just having to watch your step every 10 seconds for like predators coming all around you. Like, not just a shooting gallery, like just a place where you feel smaller than the animals around you. I think that would be such a great idea. And I'm just gonna be talking about the map layout and the biomes now for a second, so let's just get straight into that part. Now, if I were to design the whole like map of an Africa 2.0 in Call of the Wild, I would firstly go for some rocky highlands, like some sort of like large plateaus with like some sort of species that only lives in those areas. Then I would also go, of course, for the Savannah Plains. We already got that in Vahanga Savannah. Just really open areas with like wildebeest, gamsbok and also all things like that moving around those plains. Then for the third part of the map, I would go for some brushy woodlands with like acacia trees standing all around you. With like maybe leopards trying to stalk you, maybe having some of the same mechanics as like the tigers on Sunder Patan have. And then for the last biome, of course, I want to go for some open wetlands with saltwater crocodiles in there. Just maybe also some wildebeest drinking right at that lake, or some buffalo, something like that. I think that will be really, really cool. And now with that part of the way, I think it will be pretty awesome if we just go to the animals right now, because I think that's what you guys are all waiting for. Alright, for the animals on my Africa 2.0 concept, the stuff that I would like to see come into that map. Quick disclaimer, firstly, I'm not gonna put in elephants, rhinos, hippos and stuff like that, just because it isn't really that realistic, and also I don't think that Expansive World is actually gonna put those animals on the map. So what I'm gonna be talking about are like animals that I think are pretty realistic for Expansive Worlds to actually put on an Africa 2.0 map. So first off, let's start with all of our predators. So the predators, probably the most exciting part of an Africa 2.0 map. And we're gonna start off really strong here with the African leopard. Now the African leopard I think should have like some sort of same mechanic as the tigers have on Thunder Patan. It would be really cool if you're walking through the woodlands of an Africa 2.0 map and then some sort of leopard is stalking you, trying to get you from behind. That would be really awesome. And for our next one, this one is going to be really cool as well. And it's going to be the spotted hyena. The spotted hyena will be such a great addition to an Africa 2.0 map. The severe enemy of the African lion, of course. And then I just think it would have some sort of cool mechanic where if you don't pick up your kills fast enough, maybe some hyenas would actually steal your carcass. Just like they are like scavengers in real life. That will be really, really, really cool. Now for our third one, I am going with the caracal. So the caracal isn't really that much, it's not that popular of an animal, and I don't think many people would actually pick this one to be on an Africa 2.0 map. But seeing that Expansive Worlds has already put in things like the bobcat, the Eurasian lynx, mountain lion, stuff like that, the caracal is something like that, but just like the African variant, and I think that would make such a cool like variety on the predators. So not only large predators but also like some smaller, more elegant cats, if you know what I mean. And now if we're talking about smaller predators, of course there shouldn't there's like this other predator that shouldn't be left out on this one, and it's gonna be the African wild dog. The African wild dog should be like, I think it should be on an Africa 2.0 map. It's really nice. It can be like you got the jackal right now, the side-striped jackal on Verhanga. It can be something like that, so also like a scavenger, but just a smaller variant. And then of course for our second to last predator on this map, this one you guys already know is gonna be the African lion. He just shouldn't be left out. The African lion, it doesn't matter if you got an Africa 1 or an Africa 2.0 map, you always have to get African lions on the map. And I also think that the African lion should make a really nice great one if we're going to be talking about future great ones coming with the Africa 2.0 update. But I'm going to give you guys some more information about that, and I'm just going to give you some concepts of a great one lion as well. But for our last predator on this map, some predator for the wetlands, the Nile crocodile. The Nile crocodile is just like you got saltwater crocodiles on Emerald Coast. It's actually going to be the same thing. But you can just change the name to Nile crocodile because, well, this is the African variant. And that would be such a nice addition as well to hunt crocodiles on the wetlands of an Africa 2.0 map. Crocodiles like stalking wildebeest, drinking at the river and stuff like that. Maybe you can even put some sort of mechanic in there as well. I think that would be really nice. And now with that out of the way, we got all of our predators out of the way. Let's go to our herbivores. Speaking of herbivores, speaking of kudu, actually, we already have lesser kudu on Africa 1.0 on Verhanga Savannah, so I think the greater kudu would make a great addition for an Africa 2.0 map. Actually about the same thing as the lesser kudu, but it's just greater. And then for our second herbivore, this one already exists on Verhanga Savannah, but I think you should still keep him in on an Africa 2.0 map, and it's the blue wildebeest. Because like the blue wildebeest has such a wide range on Africa where they like live. So I think it's like, it makes sense to have blue wildebeest on an Africa 2.0 map. And then for our third one, the water buck. Now the water buck, I don't even know how to explain that thing, man. But I just think it looks pretty damn awesome. So why not put it on Africa 2.0? Nothing really much to say about it. It just looks really nice. Now for our fourth one, we got the impala. So we already got springbok on the map, animals that run really fast and jump really high. The impala could be something like that, but just they don't jump like 2 meters in the air. They just run really dang fast. For our fifth one, we're gonna go with the sable antelope. The sable antelope is, I think, one of the coolest herbivores in Africa. Like the whole black coat on them, the beautiful large horns. It's a bit like the gamsbok, but just it's like a black variant. Looks really damn cool. And then for our last herbivore on this map, it's gonna be the eland. So just like we have Cape Buffalo on Verhanga Savannah right now, the eland can also be a class 9 species. Because trust me guys, this animal is absolutely humongous. It is such a freaking large animal, such a tank, bro. That will be such a great addition to have a class 9 animal on the map as well. And then for the last type of species that are gonna be on our map, we're gonna go over to some of the bird species. Now for the flying species on on Africa 2.0, I didn't actually put in a lot of birds on our map because I don't think there's any need for a lot of birds to be on the map. But let's just get straight into it. The first one, we're gonna go with the Guinea fowl. The Guinea fowl, I think it's a really unique type of bird. Actually, it looks a lot like a turkey. It's like some sort of African turkey, so that's gonna be a perfect addition to an Africa 2.0 map. Now for the second one, we're gonna go with the francolin. The francolin, it's a quite small bird species, but it has like insanely big legs, paws. I don't even know what to freaking call them. It just has insanely big legs. That's about it. And then for our last bird species, I'm going with Egyptian geese. My gosh, Egyptian geese. Yeah, they look pretty good as well. So as you can see, it's like we're having some reference with other species on other maps. So we got goose, we got some sort of turkey, we got some small. So that's why I think Egyptian goose will make a perfect addition to our map. Now with that out of the way, I am going to be talking about the Great One edition. So the Great One lion that could come with an Africa 2.0 map. So it's a great one that has already been requested a lot by the community as well. So I think that will be a really nice addition to this update. So let's just get straight into it. I have a couple of concepts ready that I would like to show you guys. So for the Great One lion concepts, I got 9 of them ready right here. So let's waste not any further time. Let's just get straight into it. Here's our first one. Probably the most basic fur type that I have decided to go with. And I call this one the fabled Dunwraith. By the way, I don't even know what the reference of those names are. I just picked them randomly. I just think they look cool and they should have some sort of reference to the animal fur type as well. But yeah, the fabled Dunwraith, the most basic fur type of all of my concepts here today. So not really that much to say about it. It has like this darkish fur on top and then it like fades out to the more yellowish tones. So that's the first one. And now for the second one, this is a really cool one. We got the fabled Ashfang. So a completely white albino-ish lion, but he has like black gray manes. Also with a lot of scars and some blood on his body as well to go for the effect. Now for our third one, this is one of my favorites, man. The fabled steel vein. Look at this. I imagine that lion. Imagine like shooting that lion, bro. Putting that thing in your lodge. A whole black, grayish lion with a lot of blood in his manes, like some sort of bloodthirsty lion. That it just really looks amazing. Then for our other one, this one is my most special one, I think, and maybe also my most unrealistic one. But we got the fabled Cinderine. So like some sort of Bordeaux reddish lion. Like the whole body as well as the manes have this reddish color. I think it looks really damn cool. And then for our other one, look at this one. And this is, by the way, my favorite one. The fabled Oafscar. With he is blind in one eye, and as you can see, he has like this big ass scar going right through that eye. And for the rest of it, he has like this oat color on his body with some white and black manes. This one looks absolutely gorgeous. And then for our next one, the fabled Sundown. So a completely black melanistic type lion, but he has really fleshy goldenish yellow manes. I think this one looks amazing as well. Nothing more to say about that one. And then for the next one, maybe this is also pretty basic as well. But we got the fabled Stoneback. So some sort of dark brownish fur. And then with the blonde manes, I think this one looks like it's some sort of elderly lion of the pride. This one looks amazing as well. And then for our next one, look at this one, man. The fabled Scarblood. This one looks absolutely horrifying. Completely black with like that slightly lighter yellowish tone on his belly. And then his mane's completely covered in dripping blood. With also a big scar on the side of his body still dripping from blood as well. With those reddish orangey eyes. I think this one looks absolutely amazing. And then for our next to last one, the Fabled Gravewind. The Fabled Gravewind has like some sort of grayish fur with white and black manes, so I think that one is pretty damn amazing as well. I honestly think any concept I put on here looks absolutely amazing. I don't know how you guys are going to be feeling about it, but I really do love them. And then for the last one, this one looks a lot like it's like Simba from the Lion King actually. We got the Fabled Ember Mane. So this one has like an orangey type fur with, yeah, like blondish, white blondish to black manes. Pretty basic as well, but I think if we get a Great One Lion, we should have some Lion King references as well now. So those are my concepts for the Great One Lion. That actually is pretty damn amazing. Alright, now that's about all that I can say for a future Africa 2.0 map for now. But guys, I think it's pretty obvious that Africa 2.0 is a thing that Call of the Wild is going to be bringing to the game. Now Expansive Worlds also said that they are not planning on any last map, so that is something that we really love to hear. Because people were thinking that Africa 2.0 would actually be the last map that Expansive Worlds are going to bring out. But that is not true at all, don't worry guys. We got still a lot of maps to come. That's actually amazing. And for now, for that, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna end this video right here. If you guys liked this video, if you guys liked this map concept, please make sure to drop a like down below. It really helps me to grow the channel more quickly. And also, of course, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and click the notification bell to not miss every new video coming to the channel. I have seen that 95% of my viewers are not subscribed right now, so if you would just take a moment and press that free subscribe button, I would really appreciate you for doing that. And for now, I'm going to catch you guys with the next one. Take care, and of course, as always, enjoy the game, guys.